Hey yo, fellow Legonians, fellow Brick fans, this is Dave Frost reporting in once again with another Lego set review. And this time it is of the Lego Marvel Iron Man Detroit Steel Strike set. So, I know it's not the accurate theme, but this is based off the comics, so it's like the best thing I could do. So, age suggestion is 7 to 14. Number code is 76077. Comes with 377 pieces and 3 minifigures. So I'm getting the entire frame like a poster of the box. And it comes with 2 instruction booklets, 2 versions, as a matter of fact, of the type of instruction booklets that Lego has put into its Lego sets. One sideways and one up and down. So, the first one focuses on the Lola Corvette vehicle of Agent Coulson, which is 60 steps to build, which takes 60 steps to build. Then it shows the features, and it advertises the 2 other sets of Hulk versus Red Hulk, and the other set where Captain America pilots a jet. And it comes with Miss Marvel and the Adaptoid robot from the Marvel Avengers TV show. Then there's the advertisement for Lego.com/Marvel Superheroes. And it said, what's the word? I'm trying to think of the word. It inspires you to build something super. Then on the back, as usual, is win stuff for giving product feedback. Then in the second booklet, we get let's see, 100 steps to build the Detroit Steel body armor or mech suit. And then there's the feature that you don't fire these studs at anyone's eyes. Then there's the features of the Detroit Steel mech suit and Iron Man. Then there's a whole page, 2 half pages of the list of pieces. Then, instead of the Win Stuff for Giving product feedback advertisement, this time we get the Lego Life advertisement, where it's an app where you can create your own minifigure, but you can't create it in your own image like you would a signature minifigure or your sig fig. Just some random minifigure is what you get to create, and then you also get to show off mocks that you've created and share them with friends. So it's like a Facebook for Lego. It's a social app for Lego. And you get to download it in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store for Android. Next, we look at the extra pieces. So here are the extra pieces. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 round 1x1 plate studs in the orange, metallic gray, or metallic silver. Then also in the trans light blue and trans red colors. And then we get one trans clear flat tiles stud and 3 round gear pieces in the light bluish gray and yellow colors, 2 peg Technic peg pieces in the black and light bluish gray colors, 3 cheese slopes in the dark bluish, 2 in the dark bluish gray, 2 in the dark blue and 1 in the trans light blue colors, a gray based control lever stick, and then 3 plate tile pieces in the red, dark red, and white colors. And now we get to move on to the actual set. Oh, I also want to mention the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stickers that we get, where 5 of them go on the Lola Corvette, and 5 of them go onto the Detroit Steel mech suit. So first, let's look at the minifigures. So first is Iron Man. Now, this is the comic-based Iron Man suit, Iron Man armor. So so the helmet does not come with the openable mask. It's just one piece. So, of course, there are fans out there who would be disappointed, but for me, I don't care. I don't care that the mask is not openable. I enjoy it as it comes. But Tony Stark underneath still has the same double-sided face headpiece as we've gotten with other Iron Man suits. And then you can also tell that it's a different Iron Man suit because the color is in a brighter red. And it has more different detailing. And of course you get extra pieces so that he can do his power blast from his hands, which are these new pieces. So you just push the tail and it fires, and I'll demonstrate that later. And of course, he still gets the regular trans light blue studs for his hands for when he flies. And I don't understand why they did this, but you get 3 of the studs and 3 of the power blast shots, just so you can have 1 of the power blast and one power blast piece in one hand and the stud in the other hand, when you could just configure that any way you want and don't have to have extra pieces for it otherwise. So that's a little confusing why Lego would do that. And then there's the back printing of the armor. But yeah, as I've demonstrated, he gets a hairpiece, since he is Tony Stark, at the same time as being Iron Man. Alright, so next we look at Lola, but before her we look at Agent Coulson. So this is the very first time we ever get a Lego copy of Agent Coulson. So he has an awesome looking suit with a striped tie and a name tag. Come around to the back, that's all we get for the back printing. And he also gets back head printing as well. But unfortunately, the one side of his face, of his headpiece, does not come with the headset, when he wears the shades. This is the only side that has the headset on. And he does get a blaster, the Alien Conquest gun, as a weapon. So, looking at Lola, this printed image is the only piece that gets print. This is not, what I'm saying is that this is not a sticker, this is a printed piece. And it's the only printed piece in the entire set. So, features are moving the control stick levers, rotating the steering wheel, and then you come back here, you bring these up, and they rotate the wheels down. So it hovers like in the actual Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show. And it would have made sense for Lego to make the rims have these images printed onto them, instead of us having to mess with and frustrating ourselves of applying the stickers into that area, because it's a difficult area to get into. You have to remove pieces to get access in there, yet alone the piece itself, getting into that crevice, it's still difficult. So that is my only gripe. The only downside to this set is that you have to put the stickers in there where it's hard to get to. And here's the other underside of the vehicle. I guess another underside or downside would be that with all this space, they could have put a trunk for Lola. And also put a 2x4 tile plate up here to cover up this studded area. But not that big of a deal. So last but not least is the villain. Here is the Detroit Steel. And he has quite a bit of features, like movable arms, and a 6 rotatable cannon stud shooter, as we've gotten that thing in sets before. Then we also get a saw blade. And there's another, there'll be a comparison that I'll show to you guys later about the Detroit Steel. But anyways, you can rotate the saw blade, but you can also rotate it here, but it doesn't make much sense for that to happen because it gets in the way of the body. Or the body gets in the way of it. But you do get movable fingers, elbows, and shoulders. And also ball jointed thighs and knees, so that it can go into a fighting pose. Then coming to the top, those dark red and white and dark blue areas are also on ball joints. As you see here. So you can fold it all the way down. Fold them out, fold them up. And also rotate them so they're at different angles as well. Then there are these pieces that can fold down. And here's what my thinking is of those pieces. It's called the Detroit Steel, so I think it's a mech suit that lets out steam or smoke, where it's not so air friendly or environmental friendly like the Iron Man suit is. In which case, specifically the Hulkbuster armor. The Hulkbuster armor seems to be more clean. That's my opinion on it as to what these two pieces here are supposed to be. Because they just sit there, and you don't use them for anything. I mean, folding them all the way down in here, that doesn't do anything at all. As you can tell. So there's really no purpose for these pieces to be on this suit. So that's my guess as to why they would be there. So bear with me for a moment as I fix the set. So looking at the two together, next to each other, it appears that the Detroit Steel is a bit higher. Without the wing fins standing up, since those are movable, the body alone of the Detroit Steel is taller than the Hulkbuster. But now, let's look at the minifigure pilot of the Detroit Steel mech suit. If you've seen other people review this set before, then you know who's under here. It's Justin Hammer. But I've heard and looked it up on the internet myself that he isn't supposed to be the pilot. I've heard it's supposed to be Justine Hammer or even Doug Johnson III. I think I've also seen it on the internet where it's supposed to be a Josephine, female person, lady. I don't know who the heck that's supposed to be. But apparently, according to accurate Marvel sources, Justin Hammer is not supposed to be piloting the Detroit Steel. But so it appears that Lego got it wrong. I guess they just needed some way to bring Justin Hammer into the picture of the Lego Marvel Universe in minifigure form. So there's his torso and leg printing, where Iron Man also gets leg printing and shoe printing. Bring it around to the back, and that's the back of the torso. Then, Justin Hammer also gets a double-sided head. So, sorry for shaking the camera a bit. That is about it, except for one more thing. So that is it for the set review. So I started up my PS4, and this is the Lego Marvel Avengers video game version of the Detroit Steel. And you can see this Detroit Steel at the bottom left corner of your screen. Because in the set, the cannon is on the left and the saw blade is on the right. Where it's vice versa in the video game. But it's also different. Because you see the cannon is much different. It's built differently and it fires differently. Where the saw blade is more oval shaped. You know, it's like a minifigure holdable built saw blade. So I don't know why Lego made it differently for the set versus making it different for the video game. And then the set has rockets back here. Those are the feet. Where for the video game, they're rollerblades. Oh, and the rockets as well. But yeah, it's just very weird why they would do it different for the video game versus different for the set. So tell me what you guys think. You know, place your thoughts in the comments and tell me who's more accurate to the comics if you read the Marvel comics. Is it the Detroit Steel in the video game or the Detroit Steel in this Lego set? Because I want to know the accurate truth. Because one way or another, Lego has it wrong. Or maybe both ways of the video game and this Lego set, Lego has it wrong. Either way, Lego has it wrong. So, confusing why Lego would mess something up in the first place. I mean, as far as I'm aware of, the cannon is a stud launcher just so it's a fun feature for the kids. I mean, sure, that's the same could be said for the saw blade. But Lego still got it wrong on putting it on the opposite arm versus the video game. So that's about it. So I thank you all so very much for watching. Sorry it takes a half hour long to watch the whole video. Thank you to those who stayed and sat through the entire video. And please stick around for more great Lego and Transformer movie trailer related content coming to the future of this channel. And please have a great week next week as we get Star Wars Day on Thursday, as well as that same night the release of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And this is Dave Frost signing off with, I will see you all in the next video, which will be more trailers and TV spots for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 on Monday, with Movie Trailer Monday. And I will see you guys in that next video. So long.